Boom. Listen, I'm going to tell you all the cap of the passport bros. What the passport bros are not telling you is that when passport bros come from America to the DR, they're getting deleted. I repeat, what passport bros are not telling you, when they go to the DR, they're getting deleted because they're playing games. So listen, the DR, listen, I'm just here to let you know, dudes like El Jefe, at the end of the day, El Alpha, them dudes, they riding around in Bugattis in the DR. I repeat, they riding around in Bugattis in the DR. Listen, if you want a third world country woman to take you serious, you need to, one, speak the language, two, you gotta be the man. At the end of the day, listen, why would she leave her cool man and her culture to mess with a broke American that's trying to play games? I repeat, why would she leave her cool man and her culture to mess with a broke man from America? You're from a first world country coming to a third world country with zero resources. You don't have an SVJ. You don't pull up with the Rolls Royce. You guys are not pulling up like El Jefe. At the end of the day, why would she leave those guys to settle for a first world American who does not have what El Jefe has? At the end of the day, you got to understand, if you don't take these women serious from the third world countries, oh, they gonna hide you. Oh, they gonna delete you. Oh, you want to play games? Oh, they gonna play games that you never even seen before. I repeat, they gonna play third world games with you that you never even seen before in the first world country. Trust and believe. She got 70 cousins that's gonna hide you. I repeat, she got 70 cousins that will hide you. At the end of the day, listen, get the resources up before you go to the DR, because what passport bros are not telling you is that they're trying to take Dominican women back to America because they don't have resources. They cannot kick their feet up and live happily ever after in the Dominican Republic because they don't have resources. These guys are leaving on flights with $800 to their name, and they're thinking these third world women don't have resources. At the end of the day, listen, you guys are complaining about the white man. You're complaining about the Europeans, but the Europeans are actually going to these countries, taking these women serious, and they're actually changing their life. Listen, if you're not going to change these women's life, stay away from them. At the end of the day, listen, they got countries like Monaco. Dude, you can go to Monaco. Bruh, $4 million is the entry level. I repeat, $4 million is the entry level. It costs $4 million just for a studio there. I repeat, it costs $4 million for a studio there. At the end of the day, that's the big league. I repeat, that's the big league. All you have to do is stop dating, stop having sex, retain your seed, stay focused, keep dropping content, keep doing the pinky and the brain mindset. What are we going to do today? We're going to do the same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. I repeat, what are we doing today? We're going to do the same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. At the end of the day, if you don't have that mindset, listen, the Dominican Republic is not for you. Because Dominican women, I'm going to tell you the real reason they love American men. And women from different countries, they love American men because when they look on social media, they see Cardi B's with the offsets in America. I repeat, when they look on social media, they see the Cardi B's with the offsets. At the end of the day, when you guys, passport bros, come over there, you're not that offset. You don't have Offset's bank account. You don't have long money. So at the end of the day, you come over there and you got to pay for the cat. Listen, at the end of the day, if you destroy your lust, you'll be fine in the DR. If you don't destroy your lust, you're going to get set up in the DR. I repeat, if you destroy your lust, you're going to be fine all over the world. You're like Visa. You're accepted all over the world. You're like Cash Money. You're accepted all over the world. At the end of the day, if you are not the man, listen, stay out of a woman's face. They think, oh, this is just for American women. No, this is for all women around all country. You got to understand. You need to stay away from all women until you become the man. At the end of the day, you need to avoid all SCX. Because trust and believe, dudes is pulling up in that. I'm not even going to say it, but dudes is pulling up in that. Listen, you better stop playing out here. You only get one life to live. I'm telling you, you only get one life to live. The red pill coaches, listen, passport bros are worse than red pill coaches. I repeat, passport bros are worse than red pill coaches. Passport bros, they have no solutions for you. At least the red pill gonna tell you to keep playing games and play games different ways. At least they got some type of solution, even though it's not gonna work at all. At least they tried. Passport bros, oh, they telling you, the guy working at Chipotle, you need to go to the Dominican Republic. You're going to get a bubble butt and you're going to live happily ever after. Until you go over there, mess with that bubble butt, she's going to realize, hey, this is not an offset. This is not what I seen on social media. This guy doesn't even have a vehicle. This guy is Airbnb-ing it up. Listen, her family will not allow her to get taken to America with a guy like you who can't control his lust, who didn't destroy his lust, and you're not that guy. At the end of the day, you have to become the man first. Listen, get the supercars first. Get the real estate first. Go to the DR for real estate. Don't go to the DR for cat. Listen, you can get real estate in America if you want to. Don't stay in America for the cat. Listen, you can go to Portugal for real estate. Don't go to Portugal for coochie. You're going to get hid. They're going to hide you. They're not playing with Americans. I'm telling you, they are not playing with you. You dudes come over there and try to give a woman $180, bruh. They not playing with you. Listen, they going over there paying for play because instead of it costing $900, oh, the woman, she only asked for $180. Listen, that's a come up in the DR. They already got a place to live. That's food for probably the whole month. At the end of the day, you got to understand, bruh, all these SVJs getting made and created out here, and you focused on cat? Oh my God. You focus on getting behind the woman making this sound instead of butterfly doors, you hop inside the blue Ferrari. Bro, they got blue Ferraris. I'm talking about Michigan State colors. I'm talking about Michigan colors, Michigan college football colors, blue and yellow. At the end of the day, listen, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Listen, shout out to the Buckeyes. At the end of the day, when I used to watch sports, listen, Ohio State, they used to rival against Michigan. And Michigan had yellow and blue, the Wolverines, that's what they call it, the Wolverines. At the end of the day, listen, you could pull up in a Ferrari, same color as Wolverine, blue and yellow. At the end of the day, bro, focus on that. That's going to pay off. That's going to run up the numbers during sales. Do you not understand if you sell merchandise out of a Ferrari, if you sell merchandise out of a Lambo Urus, if you sell merchandise out of a Dodge Hellcat, a Dodge Demon, a Corvette C8, you're going to take off like a rocket? Do you not understand? Or are you trying to go purchase a rubber? Or you guys can't even afford rubbers. Are you just going to get behind it, sell a woman a dream, and then try to leave? Listen, that's not going to work in a third world country. Whatever the passport bros telling you, listen, I'm here to tell you, they're going to get you set up. I repeat, they're going to get you set up. They're going to get you hit by something you never even thought you would get hit by. At the end of the day, Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. All I gotta say is respect women. At the end of the day, we must respect all women. Stop going to these third world countries if you're not gonna take these women serious. Stop going to these third world countries if you're not gonna learn the language. How disrespectful. You came to their world and you don't even want to learn the language. How disrespectful. Listen, you're coming to their world. You're from America. You're coming to their world. So the best thing you could do is have respect for the culture. At the end of the day, how are you going over there not getting real estate? The Europeans are getting real estate over there. That's why they're getting taken seriously. It's not the color of their skin. No, it's their plan. They're the man on the mission. That's the reason why they get chose more than you get chose, because they're the man on the mission. They got the SVJs. They got the Rolls Royces. They're pulling up to the real estate. They're making millions. You guys are passport bros. You're not making millions. You're spending money to get cat because you couldn't get laid in America. At the end of the day, they're telling you to go to these countries for the wrong reasons. Listen, they even got Russians. I repeat, they even got Russians in the DR. Listen, a lot of Europeans are coming from Europe to the DR. At the end of the day, they're handling business. At the end of the day, why are you not handling business? Why are you over there trying to pay for play? At the end of the day, that's why all these American dudes go to DR and they're getting deleted. That's why these women are setting these guys up. As soon as they get laid, they're going to let you hit. Soon as you hit, they're going to leave the room. Somebody else going to come in the room and finish you off. Because you're going to be sound asleep because you gave your power away. Stop trying to give your power away. You got the seed, bro. If you don't want to marry this woman, if you're not going to marry this woman, stop trying to smash her. Listen, the best thing you could do is help her family out. But at the end of the day, you guys cannot afford that. At the end of the day, listen, if I got a mansion in Brazil, I got the real estate portfolios in Brazil. Listen, if I have a Brazilian wife, if I decide I want a Brazilian wife, best and believe, if I got when I get the 18 bedroom mansion, her grandma could come live there. Listen, her grandma taken care of. Listen, whoever. At the end of the day, her family, her mother, her father is taken care of. At the end of the day, I got a Lambo I could give to him too. At the end of the day, now we all eating. I said at the end of the day, now we all eating. At the end of the day, Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.